Humility is often misunderstood. Sometimes it's dismissed as weakness or mistaken for a lack of ambition. But in truth, humility is one of the most powerful forces shaping the lives of those who embrace it. To understand the power of humility, imagine a world where every achievement, every success, and every lesson is met not with boastful pride, but with quiet reflection and gratitude. In this world, let us follow the journey of a young woman named Maya. Maya was talented and driven. From a young age, she excelled in her studies, won awards, and received praise from everyone around her. But the more she achieved, the more she felt pressure to prove herself, and the more she began to see her accomplishments as stepping stones to something greater. She was always reaching higher, striving for the next level, her eyes fixed on the summit of her ambitions. One day, Maya was selected to lead a team for an important project at her university. She was excited, a chance to showcase her skills, to lead and inspire others. But as the project began, Maya found herself frustrated. Her teammates were capable, but they didn't work the way she did. Some were slower to grasp concepts, others had ideas that conflicted with her own. Maya tried to take control, eager to ensure success. She made decisions quickly and expected her team to follow her lead, but the project was not going well. Tensions grew. Her teammates felt unheard and unvalued, and the creative energy of the group began to drain away. The final presentation was lackluster, falling short of their potential. Maya was disappointed, and so were her professors. That evening, Maya sat in a quiet corner of the campus library, reflecting on what had gone wrong. She remembered something her grandmother used to say: "The tallest tree in the forest does not boast of its height. It simply grows, sharing the sunlight and the rain." Maya realized she had been so focused on her own vision that she had ignored the collective wisdom of her team. She had let pride cloud her judgment. Determined to change, Maya approached her team and asked for their honest feedback. She listened, truly listened, to their concerns and ideas. She apologized for her earlier behavior and invited each member to share their strengths and perspectives. Gradually, trust was rebuilt. Maya learned to step back, to let others shine, and to recognize the value in every contribution. As the semester progressed, the team flourished. Their next project was a resounding success, marked by creativity, collaboration, and respect. Maya discovered that humility was not the absence of ambition or strength. Instead, it was the foundation upon which true leadership was built. By acknowledging her limitations and valuing others, she unlocked new depths of insight and potential. The power of humility extends far beyond the classroom or the workplace. It is woven into the fabric of everyday life. Consider the story of Thomas, a renowned surgeon known for his groundbreaking techniques. Despite his reputation, Thomas never stopped learning. He approached each new case not as an opportunity to showcase his expertise, but as a chance to discover something new. He listened to nurses and junior doctors, accepted criticism, and admitted when he didn't have all the answers. One day, a complex procedure challenged even Thomas's considerable skill. As he prepared for surgery, a young intern hesitantly suggested an alternative approach. In that moment, Thomas could have dismissed the intern's idea. Instead, he paused, considered the suggestion, and consulted his team. Together, they devised a plan that ultimately saved the patient's life. Thomas later credited the intern in front of the entire hospital staff, stating that true progress comes from collective wisdom, not individual glory. Humility is transformative, both for individuals and for communities. It fosters empathy, allowing people to understand and connect with one another. It opens the door to growth, as it encourages a willingness to learn from mistakes and seek guidance. Humility tempers arrogance, reminding us that no matter how much we achieve, there is always more to discover about ourselves, about others, and about the world. Throughout history, some of the greatest leaders have been those who embraced humility. Mahatma Gandhi led a nation to independence, not through force, but through quiet resolve and self-sacrifice. He listened to the voices of the oppressed and stood alongside them, elevating their needs above his own. His humility inspired millions, creating a movement grounded in compassion and justice. In the world of business, leaders like Satya Nadella transformed companies by fostering cultures of humility. Nadella encouraged employees at Microsoft to challenge ideas, learn from failures, and support one another. By shifting the focus from individual competition to shared success, he revitalized the company, driving innovation and growth. Even in moments of adversity, humility can reveal unexpected strength. Imagine a world-class athlete facing a devastating injury. At first, the loss feels insurmountable, a blow to identity and purpose. But through humility, the athlete accepts help, learns from others, and finds new ways to contribute. The journey may be different than expected, but it is no less meaningful. Humility does not mean shrinking from challenges or denying one's abilities. Rather, it is the quiet confidence to know that greatness is not diminished by recognizing others, nor is wisdom lessened by admitting mistakes. It is the courage to ask questions, the grace to accept criticism, and the generosity to share credit. In relationships, humility is the glue that binds people together. It allows partners to forgive, parents to listen, and friends to support one another through life's ups and downs. It is present in the teacher who learns from her students, in the leader who serves alongside his followers, and in the stranger who offers kindness without expectation. Consider the story of a small community faced with a natural disaster. As floodwaters rose, neighbors gathered to help one another, setting aside personal differences and pride. Some who had little to give offered their time and compassion. Others provided food and shelter. In the aftermath, the community emerged stronger, not because of individual heroics, but because of the collective humility that allowed them to work together. At its heart, humility is a reminder of our shared humanity. It teaches us that no one is above learning, that every person has value, and that true strength comes from lifting others up. When we embrace humility, we create space for growth, innovation, and connection. As Maya learned, the power of humility is not found in grand gestures or public recognition. It is present in the quiet moments, when we pause to listen, when we admit we are wrong, when we celebrate the achievements of others. It is the foundation of trust, the spark of creativity, and the key to lasting success. In a world that often rewards arrogance and self-promotion, humility stands as a quiet force, shaping lives and inspiring change. It is not a weakness to be overcome, but a strength to be cultivated. By choosing humility, we open ourselves to new possibilities, deepen our relationships, and build a legacy that endures long after personal accomplishments fade. So let us remember, the tallest tree in the forest does not boast of its height. It simply grows, sharing the sunlight and the rain. In the same way, the power of humility allows each of us to flourish, together, stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than we could ever be alone.